In this video, we are looking at some of the key concepts in economics. Let's start by categorizing the different types of goods and services we encounter in the economy. Public goods. Think of these as the things we all share and benefit from, like streetlights, public parks, or national defense. One person using them doesn't stop others from enjoying them too. Private goods. These are the things you buy and own. Your clothes, your car, that delicious pizza you ordered last night. If you're using it, no one else can. Merit goods. These are goods that are considered to be beneficial for society, but people might not consume enough of them on their own. Think education and healthcare. Demerit goods. These are goods that can be harmful, and people might consume too much of them if left unchecked. Think cigarettes, excessive alcohol, or even sugary drinks. Now let's talk about the dynamic duo that drives markets: demand and supply. The demand curve visually represents how much of a good or service people are willing and able to buy at different prices. Generally, as the price goes up, the quantity demanded goes down. The supply curve, on the other hand, shows how much of a good or service producers are willing and able to sell at different prices. As the price goes up, they're usually willing to supply more. Let's add a bit of elasticity to the mix. Price elasticity of demand, PED. This measures how sensitive the quantity demanded of a good is to changes in its price. If a small price change leads to a big change in quantity demanded, we say demand is elastic. Think luxury goods. If the price of a designer handbag skyrockets, people might buy a lot less of them. If a price change doesn't affect the quantity demanded much, we say demand is inelastic. Necessities like gasoline tend to have inelastic demand. Even if the price goes up, people still need to fill up their tanks. And of course, there's elasticity on the supply side too. Price elasticity of supply, PES. This tells us how responsive the quantity supplied of a good is to changes in its price. If a small price change leads to a big change in quantity supplied, we say supply is elastic. Think of goods that are easy to produce quickly, like t-shirts. If a price change has little effect on the quantity supplied, we say supply is inelastic. This often happens with goods that take a long time to produce or have limited resources, like rare artwork or beachfront property. Finally, let's find the sweet spot where demand and supply meet: market equilibrium. It's the point where the quantity demanded by consumers equals the quantity supplied by producers. At this point, there's no tendency for the price to change. It's like a perfectly balanced scale.